everyone, it's Carmelo from Chimeras Comics and Chimeras Customs with another action figure review. Pardon my Saturday morning hair. Gonna do a 2-for-1 today in honor of my upcoming nuptials. I will be doing the married couple, Blackbolt and Medusa together. So we're gonna start with Blackbolt, then we'll move on to Medusa. Blackbolt is part of the Black Panther wave. If you want my review of the whole wave, you can see my Eric Killmonger review as well. As far as Blackbolt goes, he's such an iconic Marvel character is why I wanted to get him. I don't know the Inhumans well enough to want to get every Inhuman. But Blackbolt's just like a really cool design. I've read some neat stories with him as part of the Illuminati. So looking at this figure here, is the standard Marvel Legends body sculpt. You might have heard me mention in my review of Namor that Namor seems to have even more exaggerated muscles. On comparison to this very standard body, it's very clear that the Namor figure does have additional definition. So this is the standard Marvel Legends body, which I like. I think they perfected posability without breaking up the sculpt too much. This bean-shaped joint here gives the leg a nice shape as opposed to the old Toy Biz ball joint, very untenable. Blackbolt's cool because he comes with the fins underneath. These are rigid. My problem is it makes for posing him very limited. Like if you try to put his arms by his side, this is kind of what you end up with, and I think that's really goofy looking. He can really do like one pose, which is arms out, screaming, whether they're like cactus or just like maybe a little more like that, I guess. So that's very limiting in how you can pose him. I don't really know how else I'd want to pose him, but I'd like to have the option, I guess. So, one thing that was kind of cool on the Spider-Woman Marvel Legends is she had detachable webbing under her arms, one that was open and one that was closed, so that you could display it without looking silly. Kind of wish they had done that here. He has alternate heads. He has a boring stern head, which I don't really know why you'd want to show off. This head's awesome. The blue painting in the mouth is really cool. It gives it a really comic booky feature, but really stands out as this translucent blue. It's the Kirby Crackle. That's what's so cool about it, is it's a 3D representation of Kirby Crackle. So I really dig Blackbolt. Moving on to Medusa. Medusa was a Walgreens exclusive, which, it surprised me that she got a figure at all, let alone as a Walgreens exclusive. I guess I'm glad to see this rather than nothing. I guess the Inhumans aren't popular enough for a whole line. They probably thought that the show would do that. I didn't see the show. I'm looking forward to watching it. It's pretty far down on my list just because I'm so behind on things. I've heard from my brother that it was very good and underrated. I've heard from a lot of people that they hated it. I reserve judgment until I watch it. That said, Medusa's pretty great. This looks to be using the standard female Marvel Legends body sculpt these days, which once again captures, the nice shape but still maintains posability. One thing though is the waists on these figures are very, very thin. I mean, it's even highlighted by the loose belt here, how thin these waists are. And I get that they're going for the exaggerated comic book physique, but I never cared for it much. I guess kudos that they didn't make the boobs too big, because they could have just really cartooned that up like they do in the comic books, but thankfully they didn't. Medusa is pretty bland for the most part. I mean, I guess the color choice is noteworthy. The face sculpt, it looks familiar, but I can't place it. If you recognize this head from another figure, please let me know. They did get green eyes in there. That's kind of a neat detail. She's got the very dramatic hands. But one thing worth noting is the hair. The hair is pretty cool. There's a very nice dark wash in the hair that I think is worth noting. It's cool that they bothered to paint that. It's neat that it doesn't interfere with her movement too much, and it also makes her really easy to stand, which is great. I would have passed on Medusa because I don't know the Inhumans very well, but I don't think they make enough superheroines, and so I would like to get more of the female figures. I try to get all of them, actually. And, I thought Blackbolt would look a little less out of place if he had a partner. So, on the shelf of superheroes, instead of just one Inhuman, at least I could be like, well, I got the couple. Even if I don't have all the Inhumans, I think it's a little better than Blackbolt on his own. And then they can represent their people on my shelf. So thanks very much. And don't forget, our first original graphic novel, Magnificent, is now available for pre-order with the link in the comments. It comes out March 3rd. So thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.